My name is Kate. I am from England, but I live in Glasgow in Scotland, and I'm an independent filmmaker. I'm very new to filmmaking, so I'm still learning, but I'm very much enjoying it. So my film is about St Peter's Seminary, which is a abandoned priest training college, which is just outside of Glasgow, and it's very much a contested site. It's listed as a grade A building, but no one really knows what to do with it, and I just find it a beautiful poetic space, filled with kind of memories and new memories, and yeah, it's just a beautiful place to visit, and I wanted to kind of capture that in a film and talk about the history and also its potential futures. The first time that I visited the seminary, there was a experimental music rave, and so I got to explore the space to this soundscape, which was really beautiful. And so I guess that kind of informed how I created my film as well, because my first experience with the architecture was with this music playing in the background. So yeah, I specifically thought about the art history and kind of like the materials that the architecture was made from, and its context, and yeah, how the kind of socio-political ideas of the time informed the space.
Hi, I'm Joe Gilbert. I'm from London. I'm a filmmaker specialising in films about architecture, specifically brutalist architecture, buildings that are being demolished or proposed to being demolished. So I try and preserve these buildings on film, but also tell a story, try and bring the building to life. The building's always the main character. I think if you're an architecture filmmaker, it's quite a small niche community, so I'm always sort of researching festivals or sort of places I can go to sort of showcase my work. It's called Just a Car Park. It's in Welbeck Street in London, which is literally a stone's throw from Oxford Street. So it's right behind the entrance to Bond Street tube station. So it's sort of hiding in plain sight, really. And it is just a car park, but it was such a beautiful building. It sort of had no right to be so beautiful. So I wanted to make a film as soon as I found out that it was going to be demolished. I went down and filmed everything I could. The building was closed off, unfortunately, at that point, so I couldn't get inside. And I didn't really know what I was going to make. I just started filming and was just trying to get interesting angles of the sort of diamond facade. And then I noticed on the sort of hoarding of where on one of the boarded up entrances, someone had scribbled an entire poem, a sort of ode to the building. So that was sort of, that was the spark. I managed to find the poet on Twitter, asked him if I could have the rights effectively to use his words. I hired a voice actor and used that basically as the whole narration, because that was all the emotion basically for me, done. I think music's always very important in my films. I mean, most of my films are quite melancholic. So I'm always looking to sort of use music to create that atmosphere of that sort of sense of something that's lost, or something in the past, or something that's sort of condemned to death in a way. So I think music is extremely important in sort of creating that tone and sort of conveying the emotion.